Something that I think about a lot, and I know many of you do because it's constantly being talked about in the comments based on different videos I've done in the past, is as Christians, what exactly are we going to use as money? Because I know a lot of you are going to say, well, stockpile gold or ammo or that. It's only going to get you so far, because the way that economics works is essentially, I might have a ton of ammo and that person may have a ton of food, but unless they want ammo, I really don't have anything of value to them. So what would we do to be able to ensure that you can constantly feed and provide for your family without taking the mark of the beast? Well, I'm just going to tell you that I believe strongly that it is extremely important that as Christians, we create outposts that are centers of Christian influence near us that are out in the country, because cities are divorced from agriculture, and there's really no way, if you're in a city, to be able to produce any sort of food for yourself and your family, nor be able to trade and buy or sell without doing what the governing bodies tell you to do to buy or sell and trade, which under this particular circumstance would be take the mark of the beast. Now, because of that, obviously Christians will not be capable of engaging into that sort of system. But what I'm here to tell you is that I've been saying this for years and years and years, is that on this earth there is a remnant. There is a group of men and women who are about our Father's business, and they will be the ones standing up in the face of adversity, professing Jesus Christ as Lord, being the hands and feet of Jesus Christ, and warring with 144,000 Israelites against the Antichrist and the world army. And somehow God is going to sustain us for 3.5 years. And he says that he's provided a place in the wilderness for us. When Jesus was talking about, when you see these take place, flee to the country, flee to the mountains. And you can't just go show up in the woods with nothing. You have to have something in advance. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Many of you will say, well, I already live in the country. I already have my output. Like, I'm going to just hunker down. I'm a survivalist. I'm just going to go live in a cave somewhere, and me and my family are going to survive. You very well may survive, but you're not going to be in a community, and you're definitely not going to be around a center of Christian influence, which God will be intervening on their behalf. Maybe you'll survive. Maybe you won't. But at some point, you're going to have to interject with the community at some point, whether you like it or not. And it's best to right now, be creating a center for Christian influence outpost somewhere out in the country. For me and us, that's a part of this remnant here in Missouri, we meet in Center View, and it's so appropriate. I didn't even know why God was having us there, but if you look at what that is, we're surrounded by the Amish, we're surrounded by farmers, we're surrounded by the Mennonites. These are the type of people that the world can come to an end, and they won't even really know what happened unless they're watching the news. They won't even know, because they're still going to be able to do what they do, which is produce an abundance. And having a center for Christian influence, that you're already being the hands and feet of Jesus Christ, feeding the hungry, clothe the naked, taking care of the widows and orphans, visiting the prisoner and sick, raising up disciples. Creating that for the remnant is incredibly important. It's incredibly important. I strongly believe that this is the next step for those people who consider themselves remnant, whether you're in Montana or you're in Idaho, wherever you may be. You need to create and be a part of a center of Christian influence that is out in the country, that is already providing their means, because then you have access to barter and trading many things, as well as God is going to provide for you. He is going to sustain you. He is going to keep you safe for 3.5 years, as long as you're part of, the Bible says, the warring of the saints, 144,000 Israelites and a multitude of tribes, nations, and tongues from around the world. He will sustain for 3.5 years of tribulation. And the only way you're going to be able to survive that is you have to be a part of the remnant. You have to be in a place that is a center of Christian influence. There is no ands, if, or buts about it. And even if those armies come to try to take that place, The Bible speaks of the earth literally eating them. This is how God sustains us. And it's important that you can't just wake up in the city one day and go, uh-oh. Because a lot of people have already seen this happen. People will make you have certain documentation to buy or sell, especially when it comes to food. We've already seen it happen in this country. So that's what I believe. When it comes to money, you're not going to be able to use just like regular old money, because it's all going to be digital currency, most likely. What you're going to have to use is you're going to have to use your Center for Christian Influence to sustain.